Welcome to another update on Archmage Rises, the greatest role-playing game we are making. How factual. No, it's really awesome. It's been a good week, and I've been working on some of the character sheet stuff for the new UI, and I just sent it off to Roger, and it's looking really, really awesome, really crunchy, really, I don't know, I think it looks really great. It looks like a computerized version of a tabletop character sheet.
Yeah, it looks sweet. There's a ton of info in there, so I'm sure Thomas will be very happy going through everybody's family trees.
That's right. So, as you can see, I am in a hotel room again because I'm traveling yet again for a family vacation for my wife. We are in the middle of Michigan. So, look at that, Nick. They let me back into your country. Clearly.
I don't believe it.
Clearly, you need to build
They
a
didn't
wall.
ask me.
Build a wall on the north. I have my 18-month-old about 3 feet from me. So, if this video gets real wacky with crazy sounds, it's because he's supposed to be going to sleep. But, oh, as soon as I said sleep, he dropped and put his head to the ground. Oh, now he's back up again. Sucking on a soother. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I am in the U.S., and I have a little something here. What? Okay, we don't have a Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
We don't have a Red Lobster where I live now, and it's my mom's favorite restaurant, so we went there for dinner, so that was very exciting. And I also have... This is Chicago-style popcorn. Okay, it's a mixture of caramel popcorn and cheese popcorn from the great state of Illinois, from one of the suburbs of Chicago. Okay, so my brother-in-law met us
Should
here.
throw all that cheese right in the trash.
My brother-in-law. Well, then this is the one you want, the just caramel. So my brother-in-law.
Oh, there we go.
Brought that for us, and then my wife went to Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory and got a caramel covered apple covered in Scorbits, so I'll be eating that while we do the update, so in case you can't understand what I'm saying. And also something else, Nick, that is kind of interesting, whatever, is I have a Nintendo Switch. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, very
Thanks,
hard
Zelda.
to come by. I haven't even fired up Zelda on it, but I'm using it for exactly what its advertised features are, which is the ability to like just grab your console, take it on the road. So I was like, okay, fine. I've only played it once in my house with my daughter, who's 4, and we have Mario Kart. And so I was like, fine. I just grabbed it and whipped it out here in the hotel room, and we were playing Mario Kart in the hotel room like we were at home, and it really worked. And look, I got the little tiny steering wheel thing that you put the Joy controller into. And yeah, it's got like a little stand on it, and it's, you know, obviously smaller than a 7-inch tablet, but it worked really well. So yeah, mission accomplished, Nintendo. Well done.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we're here to talk about Archmage Rises. We have an update for you. We're showing you something what I call hex view. Is that a good term, Nick? Does it even make sense? Hex view?
It's, whatever you like.
You're so accommodating. How nice of you. Well, you can tell who writes the checks around here. So, yeah, I call it's first-person hex view. It's the ability to see the hex in a first-person way. And so we have a first-person way in the dungeons, and now we have a first-person way of looking at the hexes. So we're going to switch over to that. And because of technical difficulties and blah, 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 you're not going to see my face anymore while we're talking. You're just going to see Nick. But I see that's a plus. There's no minus to this. So
Yeah, you should double my face size.
I could if you really want to.
No.
Okay, so here we are somewhere somewhat interesting. Okay, so if we look at the map, we can see this is where I currently am, which is grasslands. Off to my left is the some hills. Those are hills, right? Yeah, those are hills.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And then up here is a forest. And then we don't know what's on the side, so I guess we just fill in with grassland. And so when we look at the view, then we can see, oh, look, there's the forest, and the hills are kind of coming out of here. We don't have all the artwork in quite yet, so there's still a few pieces missing. Roger is away this week, and I'm away this week, and so Nick's the only one who's really working. But anyway, so this is the grassland view, and then we can go somewhere else, like to these swamps. Okay, so here it is, all swampy. Now, what's really cool is we have the time thing built in, right? So we have the movement of the sun, and we have nighttime. There's the rising of the moon. Now, there are actually 2 moons in Veilon. We just got one of them working so far. But the sounds actually change. I don't know if you can really hear it, but during the daytime, there's birds chirping and blah, blah, blah. And then at night, we have crickets and stuff to just really help sell it. So these are all things we're doing in order to really help bring this world alive. And then I'll show you one last thing that we are working on. Look at that. I don't even have a single mountain where I can get at it. Terrible world generator. And James pooed himself, so I gotta change his diaper right now. Okay, so just very quickly, this isn't even close to done yet, but I just thought I'd show how the towns will look different. So this is the approach to the town. So we're not in the town yet, so this is a place where you cast spells. You decide, like if you want to bring in a storm or something like that, you want to become invisible before you try to sneak into the town, go over the wall, you make a decision to climb over the wall, that kind of stuff. That all happens here before you actually get into the town. And so that's one of the reasons why we had to make this hex view in order to do this. So we don't have all the transitions quite right, and the background isn't quite right, but anyway, this hopefully gives you an idea of what's going on. You can see the new UI with all the new stat screen for the town, but we're going to talk more about the towns next time. So that's what we got for this week, and thanks for all the discussions on YouTube. I was discussing with somebody on YouTube in the comments. He said, wow, this is like Dwarf Fortress but playable. And I said, yeah, exactly. I decided to build this game because I was frustrated with Dwarf Fortress and couldn't figure out how to play it, so I decided to build my own game just like it. So that's not entirely true, but there are definitely similarities between what they're doing and what we're doing. Okay, well, that's it for this week, and we hope to show you more next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.